crowd surged as Travis Scott was on stage. We're learning more about the victims as Scott himself speaks out. Marcus Moore, live in Houston, with more on the investigation. Good morning, Marcus.
Oh, Robin, good morning. You can see that growing memorial just outside the concert venue behind me. The brother of one of the people who was trampled to death said that you come to concerts to have a good time, not to die. This morning, grieving families are asking what went wrong here and who's accountable. This morning, multiple lawsuits against Travis Scott, Live Nation, and even rap superstar Drake filed after the Astroworld Music Festival in Houston turned deadly.
All part of the people getting stepped on.
Officials launching a criminal investigation into the chaotic concert that left at least 8 people dead and many others hurt. 50,000 fans gathering to see rapper Travis Scott, a Houston native and Astroworld founder, perform. As he took to the stage around 9:15 p.m., the crowd, as seen in this Apple Music live stream, pushing their way forward, forcing people into the barricades.
Our barricade even started to break, and the security had to come over to us and start strapping the rails.
People unable to move, some collapsing to the ground. 19-year-old Quentin Savage was trampled on while trying to pull his brother out of a human body pile.
I was telling people like there were dead bodies over there, and nobody believed me.
Crowd chanting, "Stop the show!" Scott still performing throughout the chaos.
I know I had
this
to talk
video,
about
a seemingly unconscious man is carried through the crowd as Travis Scott looks on nearby. At one point, Scott even seemingly acknowledging an ambulance on the scene.
It's an ambulance in it, so whoa.
He noticed some people were like passed out.
But as he resumed, fans are heard pleading for help.
Salute, I see you.
This woman climbing the stage platform, pleading with the camera crew to stop the show and help. A security guard lost consciousness after being pricked by a substance requiring Narcan to be revived. By 9:38 p.m., police declaring the scene a mass casualty incident. Shortly after, Scott pausing his song Skeletons to acknowledge someone in distress.
We need somebody to help him. Somebody passed out right here.
But police and medics seem tending to fans even as the show carries on for nearly 40 more minutes. Amidst the chaos, Drake joined Scott on stage. He posted these images from the night on his Instagram.
I'm honestly just devastated, and I could never imagine anything like this just happening.
The 30-year-old Scott addressing the tragedy to his 43 million fans on Instagram.
My fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience.
Kylie Jenner, who he shares daughter Stormy with, commenting, quote, "I want to make it clear we weren't aware of any fatalities until the news came out after the show, and in no world would have continued filming or performing."
We will always celebrate you. You're in heaven, mijo.
Memorials honoring the victims with flowers and grieving notes.
He was talking to everyone how excited he was to be there and to go, and he was saving up money to go with his best friend Jacob.
We're going to talk about this after we finish this commentary right here. It's important, and I have some things to say. So if you guys can be patient with me, let's get through this. It's about another 2 minutes, and we're going to have a conversation, a tough love conversation.
Who also passed away.
Among those who died, Danish Beg, 27, 16-year-old Brianna Rodriguez, Axel Acosta and Franco Patino, both 21, and 23-year-old Rudy Pena, along with Jacob Jurinic. And 23-year-old Arturo Sanchez was also in that crush of people, suffering a heart attack during the melee. A nurse who didn't want to be identified saved his life. We were there as the one strangers reunited for the first time since the tragedy.
How many people did you try to help?
I helped 3 others, but it's kind of like a prioritization thing. You have to move on to the ones who can survive, and this is it.
Miss Girl,
these are the people who survive.
It's all hot air.
The Houston mayor is vowing a thorough investigation into what happened at this event. A concert goer who suffered broken ribs and multiple broken bones filed $1 million lawsuit Sunday against Travis Scott, Live Nation, and show organizers, referencing chaos at other Travis Scott concerts.
It's happened before, history has repeated itself, and we hope that by filing this lawsuit and the many other lawsuits that are guaranteed to follow, that Travis Scott and other artists like him understand concert goers want to be safe.
We heard from so many people who were at this concert event, and they were talking about the crush of people and how they literally were fighting for their lives to get out of that crowd. Robin, they said that this simply should not have happened.
Marcus, thank you.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.
There was another clip I actually wanted to play you guys.
Concert disaster in Houston. 8 people killed, hundreds more injured when the crowd surged as.
However, let's get into this. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you guys know that I'm actually in Houston. And I don't know if you know that I actually know one of the victims that passed away at the concert. So I was debating if I even wanted to have this conversation or not. But I think it's important. And who would I be, or what would I represent in regards to tough love if I wasn't able to have the tough conversation myself? It is a tragedy. It is unfortunate that here in Houston, we've had people die because they wanted to go to a concert. Is Travis Scott or Drake or the producers or the promoters, are they responsible for these deaths? Here's my thought process, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure that you are aware of what your children are getting into. Make sure that you are aware of what your children are getting into. I know it feels good to be like, you know what, they young, you know, this is just a phase. They just living their best life. But can you imagine having your 15, 16, 17-year-old leave the house and you find out the reason why they didn't come home because they didn't make it from a concert? Have the conversations with your children to say, you know, hey, listen, I understand you want to go to these concerts, but listen, let's talk about preventive measures. Let's talk about, you know what I'm saying, just in case some shit pop off, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Are we too lenient with letting our kids live their best life? I'm here in Houston and I'm seeing a lot of people kind of like, you know, yo, damn, that's crazy, that's messed up, that's this, that's that, right? And I'm not telling them like, yo, I actually know one of the victims. And the thought process is it's like, are we too lenient on letting our children live their best life? Because this is what we do. We grow up, right? And we're deprived of something. We're deprived of a PlayStation. We're deprived of a Sega Genesis. We're deprived of a Nintendo Wii. We're deprived of Jordans. We're deprived of the Gucci and the this and the that. We're deprived. So us as parents, we go out there and say, our kids are not going to have to face the same shit that we went up against. Stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. Tough love rocking out tonight. You goddamn right. And we do everything that we can to put our children in the highest of high. We say, you know what? I'm going to give you this. You ain't got to work for it. You got to earn it. I'm going to give you this. I'm going to make sure that the lights is on. I'm going to make sure that you got clothes. I'm going to make sure you got video games. You got money in your pocket. You going to be that motherfucker in school, college, wherever you going to be somebody. Do we empower our kids to feel like they are invincible? That's the real conversation. That's the real conversation. Do we empower our kids to feel like they have a sense of entitlement, that nothing can happen to them? They are invincible. They can go through whatever hardship and come out on top. Can I talk to some grown people right now? Please get some grown people up in here, because I see a lot of negativity and a lot of nonsense on. I'm about to piss somebody off on God. On Mary had a little lamb. It is sad that our children pay the ultimate sacrifice because we are too afraid to tell them, make sure that you be mindful of where you're going, who your friends are, and what's going on around you. It's sad because we don't encourage our, you know what, let me back up a little bit. Hold on, you're giving them too much, Mario, up front. Don't give them too much. You give them some foreplay before you give them the rest of it. Let's get to the foreplay. Here's the foreplay. It's not all, it's some. It's a few. It's a few people that are scared to talk to their children and have the tough conversation. I want you to go to Travis Scott's concert. I want you to go to this Astroworld, and I want you to live your best life because you young, you're vibrant. Hell, I couldn't do it when I was young. And I want you to go, and you know what, here go a couple dollars. Live your best life. I know you smoking weed. Yeah, I know. I been knew it. I smelt it on you, you little motherfucker. I smelt it on you. I know you having sex. I'm not going to question what you do. You live your best life because I'm living vicariously through you as your parent. Am I hurting somebody's feeling right now? Am I hurting somebody's feelings right now? I'm living vicariously through my high school daughter, through my high school son. Yes, yeah, you go get them pregnant. It's cool, it's cool. Yes, have a baby, it's cool. Yeah, you walk, yeah, live your best life. And we don't talk about the consequences. We don't talk about the responsibilities and duties. And then when something happens to our children, the first thing we do is say, who can we blame? Who can we blame for this monstrosity? Who can we blame for this negativity? Who can we blame for this tragedy? We blame everybody but ourselves. You have artists that promote devilish activity, devilish ways, demonic photographs, and you let your children say, that is a person I want to follow. My thought process, I see the super chat, but hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. That's not what this is about. I appreciate you, though. I ain't going to even look at it. The fact of the matter is, this is a message, and I want to get this out. Ladies and gentlemen, the red flags are right in front of our face, and we choose to ignore it. We choose to ignore it. We choose to say, well, as long as my child says they're living their best life, I'm going to fall back. I'm not going to engage them as a parent, engage them as a provider, engage them as a protector, engage them as a role model. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. This guy is promoting the devil. This guy is promoting some type of satanic, demonic. Why would you want your children to be a part of that? Hold on, wait a minute. It ain't really about Travis Scott. This is about us. The average at best. The average at best. Lisa D, I appreciate you. This is about us. Lovely, I appreciate you. This is about us, though. This is about the conversation that we need to have with our children to make sure they don't get infused, involved, and allured to the fuckery. Ladies and gentlemen, I see shit from Joe Budden, which I think is all cap. I see shit from people talking about domestic violence, all cap. I see people talking about a lot of nonsense things or whatever, but our children are so vulnerable. And the thought process is, are we really doing what we need to do to protect our children? Are we really having a tough conversation? Are we listening to people that says, wake your punk ass up? We're not playing. You love your kids so much, then pull them in. Hello. Yes, I know you like hip hop, right? I know you like the culture. I know you like the vibe. I know you like the style. I know you like to be a part of the mix. But let me tell you something. I want you to protect yourself because I really do love you as a parent. Can I talk to the men? Ladies, don't get mad at me. Move out the way. Let me talk to the fellas. Fellas, I understand that shit happens. And people have called you names. They've ridiculed you. They've done a lot of fuck shit or whatever case may be. But try your best to be patient and be connected to the household. Your patience might need to be longer than you actually being connected to the household, but don't give up on your kid. Ladies, okay, come on back. Come on back. Come on, tough love. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come here. Come here. I love you. Come here. I understand that sometimes shit don't work out. You don't get what you wanted. The motherfucker done lied. He done cheated. He done some bullshit. But the fact of the matter is, don't let that man walk out on his children. Don't let the situation of you guys being a team. When you have a child, when it takes that man and that woman to have that child, you guys are a team. You bring in the rookie. The rookie is that infant, the person that didn't ask to be there, but you guys, because you was a nasty mother. Oh, you was a nasty motherfucker. Y'all was some nasty. You was some Patron drinking mother. You was some Hennessy drinking mother. Oh, you drink both. Oh, you was some Hennessy and Patron drinking mother. You like the print in his pants. Oh, she talked real nasty. She was really saucy that night. So after all of that excitement, after all of that, whoa, Lord, shit, who is that? After all of the amazement, you guys produced a child. And you guys, for some reason, can't get along for whatever reason. And you say, you know what? I'm going to leave the mother to handle the business. I'm going to leave the father to handle the business. For some reason, we talking about practice? This about practice? I'm going to leave one parent to foot the bill. When nobody realized that when you have a child, it is a team effort. It is not about making it difficult for the other parent, not about disrespecting the other parent. It is about saying this is what's going on with this child, so we, us, as a team can build. Because here's the thing, our child is getting ready to go to this motherfucking Travis Scott event. Travis Scott has become our child's role model. God damn, can I drink my drink? Travis Scott has become our child's role model, our child's father, our child example of what a adult should be. I want to be like Travis Scott. I want to worship satanic stuff. Obviously, what you're saying, it has to be important because my parents can't communicate. My parents don't know how to work together. God damn it! If this shit don't go, you are the first line of defense for your children, not celebrities. You didn't instill in your child enough common sense to say, maybe that's not for me. Maybe that's not my cup of tea. Maybe that's not my swag. Maybe that's not the direction I need to go. So you got some people that says, okay, I'm gonna go. I wanna be in the mix. I wanna be in the vibe. Cool. Did you teach your child how to survive? Come on now. Am I talking to some winners right now, or am I talking to losers? Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. How many of you guys have been through some shit? No. Wait, don't run. Come here. Bring your ass here. How many of you guys are actually been through some shit? Whether it was an assault, whether it was disrespect, Whether it was losing a job, losing a family member. How many of you guys actually been through some trial and tribulation? But because you wanted to protect your child so much, I'm not going to talk to them about my traumas. I'm not going to teach them about the lessons that I learned. Ladies and gentlemen, when you have been through some shit, can I talk to some people that have walked through some shit? That have jumped over some shit, that have crawled under some shit, that have went around and went over some shit. Can I talk to y'all right now? When you've been through some shit, you are able to talk to your kid. Hey, listen, check this out. I love you. Yeah, you a knucklehead. You was a knucklehead ass motherfucker. You don't like to clean your room, you little sorry little motherfucker. But listen, I love you. But let me tell you something. I'm gonna give you the real. I'm gonna give you the real because I don't want the streets to give you the real. I don't want you to become a hoe. I don't want you to become a pimp. I don't want you to become a drug dealer. I don't want you to become a thug. I don't want you to become somebody who thinks that they are entitled to something. God damn, I'm about to piss somebody off. I'm in my zone, y'all. I'm in my motherfucking zone. It is our job as parents to talk to our children and make sure that those children understand, listen, you are not entitled to a motherfucking thing. Use your common sense. If we do not help our children develop common sense, why do we think our children are going to survive? We're going to let the judge do it for us. Okay. We're going to let the teachers at school do it for us. I ain't finished with y'all ass. We're going to let our grandparents do it for us. We're going to let our siblings do it for us. We're going to let society do it for us. No, motherfucker, you was nasty that night. You told that man to come over. You told that woman to come over. You met him in a club. Y'all was drinking. Y'all was having a good time. Ooh, shit. What the fuck is your name? Y'all had a baby. All of a sudden now, oh, I hate you because, oh, well, I didn't get what I wanted from the situation. You went and got a new girlfriend. You went and got a new man, etc., etc., etc. And all of a sudden now this child is unprotected and now they got to fend for themselves. And guess who becomes their mama? Guess who becomes their daddy? Guess who they decide to say, that's a role model? Travis Scott is a role model. I am so allured. I am going to go. I know you. Listen. I know you promote the devil and satanic shit. It don't matter because my mama don't talk to me. My daddy don't. He ain't around. What you got to say? Our children are impressionable, and the only thing we're doing is saying, "Shit, man. Fuck. I can't wait till the weekend, man, bro. Ooh, I hate Mondays. I hate Mondays." You've been promoting hating the other parent for so long that your child has built a disdain for the other parent, and they've also built a disdain for you because they see who you are. See, this is the problem, ladies and gentlemen. The problem is that we sit around and all of the things that are automatically and naturally built around our children to protect our children, we rip, tear down, and blow up and shoot everything that is built to protect our children. I don't know any father that would allow their children to be hurt and harmed. I don't know any mother that would allow their children to be hurt and harmed. So when you are going at it back and forth with the mama and the daddy, etc., 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 you now deplete the protection of your child. You deplete it. You let society say, oh, well, let me step in. You let the drug dealer say, let me step in. You let the crackhead say, let me step in. The hoe, the pimp, the thug, the criminal. Oh, shit. The juvenile system. Let me step in. Let me be the daddy and the mama. Let me give some guidance. You've let celebrities come in and issue your child validation. You've let celebrities come in and promote your child's affirmation. Okay. You've let celebrities come in and tell your child that they're amazing, that they're loved, that all they have to do is listen to them, buy their music, buy their products, buy their services, be where I'm at. Believe in what I believe in. And you've sat back and you've partied and ignored your responsibility away. You've promoted toxicity, you've promoted narcissism, you've promoted all of these things, and your child is, I can't listen to my dad anymore. I can't listen to my mom anymore, but I will listen to Travis Scott. I will listen to a celebrity. I will listen to someone because obviously they have power. They have influence. Who do I blame for the Astroworld situation? Who do I blame for the deaths at Astroworld? Do I blame Travis Scott? Do I blame the promoters? Do I blame Drake? Do I blame the state of Houston? Do I blame the parents? Ladies and gentlemen, this ain't about blame. Ooh, I confused you, didn't I? This ain't about blame. This is about reminding you that your children are precious. The time that you spend with them, the time that you don't spend with them. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that your children has enough common sense to be able to tell the difference between a role model and someone that is doing shit for entertainment. Someone that is doing shit for likes, subscribers, views, and bullshit. You should be your kids' role models. You should be your kids' hero. If you are listening to people that don't tell you that your job as an adult is important, let me be the first one to remind you, okay, that your job, right, as a human being is important. Whether you're a parent or not, right? Your job as a friend is important. Your job as a sister is important. Your job as a brother is important. Your job as a co-worker is important. You are important. Not enough people tell you that you are important. So you try and try again to gain validation and attention through any means necessary. And the issue is that some people, come here real quick. Y'all come in. Everybody come in. Everybody come, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Come here. Everybody come in. Some people go too far. God damn. Come here. Shh. Some people go too far because they never had it. They never had that validation. They never had that attention. So it's like, I need to do anything I can. So the focus is over here, and their children's oh, well, I love you kids. I've gave you some, I've gave you some, the lights is on. I bought you some clothes. I gave you some food. Live your best life. Live your best life. I hope you make it. Some parents are selfish. Some parents are selfish. Let me do something real quick.
Travis Scott was on stage. We're learning more about the victims as Scott himself speaks out. Marcus Moore, live in Houston, with more on the investigation. Good morning, Marcus.
Oh, Robin, good morning. You can see that growing memorial just outside the concert venue behind me. The brother of one of the people who was trampled to death said that you come to concerts to have a good time, not to die. This morning, grieving families are asking what went wrong here and who's accountable. This morning, multiple lawsuits against Travis Scott, Live Nation, and even rap superstar Drake filed after the Astroworld Music Festival in Houston turned deadly.
I reported that he was getting stepped on.
Officials launching a criminal investigation into the chaotic concert that left at least 8 people dead and many others hurt. 50,000 fans gathering to see rapper Travis Scott, a Houston native and Astroworld founder, perform. As he took to the stage around 9:15 p.m., the crowd, as seen in this Apple Music live stream, pushing their way forward, forcing people into the barricades.
Our barricade even started to break, and the security had to come over to us and start strapping the rails.
People unable to move, some collapsing to the ground. 19-year-old Quentin Savage was trampled on while trying to pull his brother out of a human body pile.
I was telling people like there are dead bodies over there, and nobody believed me.
Crowd chanting, "Stop the show." Scott still performing throughout the chaos. In this video, a seemingly unconscious man is carried through the crowd as Travis Scott looks on nearby. At one point, Scott even seemingly acknowledging an ambulance on the scene.
It's an ambulance in it, so whoa.
He noticed some people were like passed out.
But as he resumed, fans are heard pleading for help. This woman climbing the stage platform, pleading with the camera crew to stop the show and help. A security guard lost consciousness after being pricked in the neck by a substance, requiring Narcan to be revived.
You heard it. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. Let it marinate. Let's give about 5 seconds to the people who lost their life. About 5 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, I would be remiss if I did not tell you that I understand that we as human beings are not perfect. I would be remiss. I would be remiss if I did not tell you that I know that there are some people out there that are trying their best to make sure that their children are protected, that their loved ones are respected, and that they promote all of the self-worth that they can on a daily basis. And I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that, because I understand that you promote karma, you promote a positivity that is going to encourage someone else. I am all about that. But when we, for some reason, circumvent our responsibilities and say, well, let's blame Travis Scott for this travesty. Well, my thought process is, did we talk to our children long enough? Did we instill the proper common sense to say, well, do you really want to go there, or is this something you want to watch on TV? Who do you feel Travis Scott is? You feel like he a role model? A provider, a protector? People were dying and Travis Scott went home. He didn't find out until the news reported that people were actually deceased. Is it his fault, or is it someone else's fault? Do we care about the music that our children listen to? Do we care about the shows that our children listen to? Do we care about the YouTube channels that our children listen to? This is the reason why I say you have to promote balance, because when you don't promote balance, you walk into a situation blinded. Did I lose somebody? The shit that you and I went through growing up, we said we do not want our children to go through that same bullshit. So we worked hard, we bust our ass, we've studied, we've done all types of shit. We took jobs, we've done all types of shit to say you will not repeat the cycle. You shall not pass the negativity, the drama, the gossip, the bullshit, the hatred, the generational rotation of keeping my children down. You shall not pass. So we stand in the fucking gap and say, if you want someone, take me. And somewhere along the way, we moved out the way to allow these celebrities to influence our children, to tell our children that if you do not have an expensive car, then your voice is not relevant. If you do not promote that you have a lot of money, then your voice is not relevant. If you do not showcase that you go on trips, that you turn up in a club, that you lit, that you are motherfucking outside, then your voice is not relevant as a parent. As a mother and as a father, you are not relevant. Somewhere along the lines, we've allowed our children to believe that celebrities' voices and actions outweigh the actions of people that are in our children's lives on a daily basis. Can I talk to some grown people? I'm in my zone. If I was talking bad about black women, this right here would go viral. If I was bashing black men, this conversation would go viral. If I was talking about the black community or the gay community, this shit would go viral. But this won't go viral when I'm saying, parents, be mindful of what your children are doing, because we are allowing them to go off and run amok, to be led astray, to be influenced by fuck shit, bullshit. This ain't the type of fucking message that goes viral. This ain't the type of this ain't the shit that you hit like on. This ain't the oh no, motherfucker, I'm about to tag all my family members. They need to hear this shit. But if I was saying something negative, that's the type of message that we want to send out to everybody. Okay, I get it. So maybe I'm not doing this for you. Maybe I'm doing this for me and my children. When they say, let me look up ToughLove, let me look up Mario J. What is he saying online? I'm not going to talk to y'all. Move the fuck out the way. Let me talk to mine. To my daughters, I love you. I love you. I will give my life for you. All right. It don't matter whether it's Afghanistan, Iraq, Chicago, New York, California, New Orleans. I will give my life for you. You don't deserve to be disrespected. You don't deserve to be in the midst of men and women that don't understand their value. And I'm hoping that something I do in your lifetime will encourage you. These are my public diaries. This is my public confession that I am not a perfect man, but I am trying to do everything I can to make sure that you have something from me that will encourage you to not look at celebrities as if they are the tell-all be-all. They are the alpha and omega. I want you to think for yourself. I don't want you to bash all men for what individuals do. I don't want you to bash all women for what individuals do. I want to empower you and encourage you, but not to discourage others and not to degrade others. This is a different conversation, but the conversation is for you. You don't always get a second chance to make a first impression. don't always get a second chance to make a first impression. The way I love my children, who am I to question the validity of how you love your children? But the same way I would love for you guys to continuously remind me that our children are phenomenal and they deserve the best, is the same way I must sit down and say, let me be a reminder for what it is I wanted to be reminded of. These celebrities are not role models. These celebrities are not anyone that our children should be following, but they follow them because it's the glit and glamour. It is cool to have nice things, ladies and gentlemen. It's cool to have nice things, but not at any cost. Not at any cost. We, as adults, as role models, providers, and protectors, as fathers and mothers, we need to ensure that our children understand that there is a cost to certain things. And if we don't have the conversation with them, someone is going to encourage them to linger in negativity, to linger in drama, to linger in gossip, to linger in fuck boy and fuck girl shit. So if we don't have the intestinal fortitude to say, sit your ass down and let's have a conversation. We trying to be our kids' friends. We trying to do TikTok videos with them. We trying to be cool. We trying to show everybody that we still got it. We can't get children to get out of high school without being pregnant or impregnating someone else. We can't get our children to go in school, into college, and to actually graduate. It's always freshman year. We can't get our children to say, hey, listen, I want to travel the world. I want to explore. I want to build my credit. I want to learn how to invest. I want to do more, but I don't want to do it with 3 and 4 kids. We don't encourage them to be better. We encourage them to be the same. We encourage them to be the worst examples of us. I know I'm pissing somebody off. I hope so. I'm with that. I don't know if you're new to this channel. I don't know if someone shared this with you, hashtag this with you, or whatever, but I'm going to tell you this. If you don't get something from my message, then you are not prepared for the tough conversation. I want to encourage you. I want to empower you. And I want you to understand that I will not accept, nor will I tolerate failure. I want the same energy. I want you to challenge me. I want you to push me. I want you to tell me, hey, listen, no matter how fucking tough life gets, no matter how the odds are stacked against you, you are a survivor. You are strong. You are powerful. You are meaningful. We don't do a good job as men, women, adults, people of encouraging one another. We do such a great job at tearing one another down, crab and barrel mentality, repeating generational curses. We just don't do. Fuck you. I don't care if you or your kids make it. And those are the same people that you said F. You don't give a shit about. They then marry your children that you ignored. Am I talking to somebody? Everybody has a story. Everybody has that sad chapter. Everybody has that triumph chapter. Everybody has a chapter that they're not proud of, that they was like the culprits. They became the villains. Everyone has chapters in their life that they say, I wish I could rip these motherfucking pages out this book because I'm not proud of this situation. I don't want my kids to see this. I don't want my family members to see this. I don't want my friends, my colleagues. I don't want to read this shit. But no matter how many pages you rip out your book, someone has kept the information. God damn it. Can I talk to somebody? Somebody, the pages that you rip out, the pages that you say, fuck this shit, this does not put me in a good light. Someone has written those words down permanently. What do you do when you can't erase your past? What do you do when you can't hide from what you've done, what you've said, what you've agreed to, what you've laughed at, what you thought was a good thing at the time? The thought process is, ladies and gentlemen, you accept your past. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. I'm building some people up. This is a different motherfucking conversation. What do you do when you say, you know what, I fucked up? I fucked up as a teenager, as a child, as an adult. I fucked up in life, but now I realize, like, man, I really want to help some people. Come here. God damn it, come here, everybody. Shit, come here, hurry up. Hurry up, motherfuckers, hurry up. When you decide that you want to help people, right? Come here. No, listen. No. I don't need no fucking praise. Come here. When you decide that you want to help people, you decide that you want to be positive, you decide that you want to remind people that what they're doing is important, that living their best life is important, that not harping on the bad shit is important. What happens is people want to remind you of the old you. God damn it! They want to remind you of the old you. When you was an alcoholic, when you was a drug dealer, when you was strung out on drugs, when you was in jail, when you ain't have shit, when your credit was bad, your relationships was bad, they want to remind you of all the bad shit that was going on in your life. Oh my God. Travis Scott, are you still out there, sir? It's the reason why you can't get over the hump. Because you can't get over your past. You can't forgive yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, you fucked up. Sometimes it's not intentionally. Sometimes it's because your environment was your environment. You were born into a generational curse. You was born to a situation where motherfuckers didn't understand how to level up. The motherfuckers that you was born into didn't have life insurance, didn't have health insurance. Get the fuck out of here. What? Every time somebody died, go fund me. The fuck? Let me ask y'all a serious question. If this is a tough love conversation, and I'm telling you guys, don't let celebrities be role models for your children. You be the role models, right? You tell your children, like, hey, listen, we don't have that much money, but we have love. We don't have that much money, but we have peace. We don't have that much money, but we have honesty. We don't have this much money, but we have loyalty. We don't have this much money, but we have a foundation. If this is not the type of conversation that you like, that you want to hear, remove yourself. This is tough love. I am not here to play. I'm not here to make excuses. I'm not here to goddamn pacify. I am here to deliver the motherfucking truth. And the thought process is, ladies and gentlemen, being positive does not make you perfect. I am not a perfect man at all. Not a perfect man at all. But I swear to God on everything that I love, if it takes me going back to Iraq, Afghanistan, rappelling out a fucking goddamn helicopter, whatever I need to motherfucking do. I love my children. Hold on, wait a minute. But there are people that are watching me right now. You love your children. Some of you guys are going through some hardships right now. Men and women. Let me say this again. Men and women. And you guys are caught up in this whole thing about feelings, emotions, ego, etc., etc., etc. I am asking that you parents be patient. I'm asking that you guys be connected to the household as much as you can. Because even though those other parents are making it difficult for you to be around your children, speak to your children, etc., 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 I'm asking that you guys remember that you have a purpose. Travis Scott, I refuse to be a role model for my children. These celebrities used to be a role. Now, I appreciate your artistic point of view. I appreciate you as an artist. But you didn't lay down and help me make my child. You understand what I'm saying? Do I blame Travis Scott? Do I blame Drake? Do I blame the promoters? Do I blame the city of Houston? No, I don't. I blame us for putting faith in celebrities. I blame us for allowing celebrities to be the role models, protectors, and providers for our children. For our children believing that whatever they say is the gospel. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you right now, I know it sounds kind of crazy, but driving a Rolls Royce, driving a Lamborghini, driving a Bugatti, that is wonderful. That's great. But the thought process is some people just trying to get from A to B. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Some people just trying to get from A to B. Some people just like, hey, I'm happy with a 2-bedroom house versus a 16-bedroom house. Like, some people are okay with just being right here. Being right here, ladies and gentlemen. Come here. God damn it. I gotta keep doing this shit for all these motherfucking knuckleheads. Everybody come here. Come here, lick your lips. Your lips is chapped, you bastards. Come here. Come here. Anybody say I got soup coolers, I'm going to say something to you, your mama. I'm playing. I can say it to your mama. I'm going to say it to your mama. I can say it. Listen. Learn to be happy with what you have. Because there is somebody somewhere that do not have what you have. Learn to teach your kids that lesson. Learn to teach your children that lesson. You understand what I'm saying? Baby girl, I know you want the new Jordans. Baby boy, I know you want the new PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? But I only can afford this right here. But you have to learn to coach them. You have to learn to teach them. You have to learn to be patient with them. To say, be happy with what you have until you can build more. Somebody said, what did you learn from the Travis Scott, the Astroworld travesty? Travis Scott didn't teach me a motherfucking thing. Drake didn't teach me a motherfucking thing. What it teach me is that, you know, even though I'm willing to give my life for my children, whether overseas or in the States, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I have to teach them to think for themselves. I have to find a way to be connected to the household and be patient enough for that conversation to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, I am ever so patient. There are men, there are women out there that are ever so patient, waiting for that conversation to happen, waiting to help increase the intestinal fortitude and the knowledge of their children. My heart goes out to everyone that has lost someone due to COVID-19, due to some type of domestic violence, due to, you know, the Travis Scott situation or whatever the case may be. Like, my heart goes out to you, but my thought process is you can't stop living because someone else passed away. You can't stop living because someone else passed away. Wake up, exercise. Wake up, worry about your spiritual, your mental, your emotional, your social, your financial fitness. Build on it. Encourage others around you. Listen to positive conversation. Encourage yourself. Dress different. Move different. Smell different. Smile different. If that is what you're about, then this is the channel for you. This is the channel for you. If it is not what you're about, you feel uncomfortable, you don't know if that's your cup of tea. I'm not encouraging you to leave, because I believe that those people that get converted and turned on to the better them become the greatest leaders, providers, and protectors. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Mario J. This is Tough Love. I appreciate, sincerely appreciate your time, your effort, and your feedback. And I'm asking that you share this with someone. I'm asking that you hit that like button and push this into the algorithm and let them know that positive conversation, positive reinforcement, and providing foundation not only for ourselves as adults, but for our children and the next generation is important, is appreciated. Adult up. Peace. I'll let y'all.